Saturday, September 28th. We had an excellent turnout. A lot of people interested in insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance. I want to thank the people that came out to the seminar. And also Sheila Smith did very well with the turnout for mortgages, for refis, and also for first-time home buyers to get them pre-qualified to buy a home. Now, her show is tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 10:30 right here at Power 88. Keep it locked right here. Tune in, check out her show. And also we have Like It Is Radio with Cheryl Lightford on Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 o'clock. Our condolences go out to Franklin Verley and his family. Shannon, wow, I don't know what to say. My heart it broke my heart to hear it. I saw him the day before his accident, and he was in a cheerful mood, and God bless him, and I know he's in a better place. My heart goes out to the family and all his friends and everybody. The family here at 88.1 will miss him dearly. I just wanted to say that. So we're still recovering from that. To my understanding, his service is this Friday. But yeah, so let's get right into the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in right here at Power 88. Again, we're just still trying to recover from our significant loss right here at this radio station. He definitely will be missed. Good morning, Frank. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh man, it's busy weekend. We had our seminar this weekend. It was a very good seminar. We had people coming in and purchasing life insurance, and we gave quotes for auto insurance, and of course Sheila Smith, she had them lined up out the door for mortgages and refinance. Everybody wants to, take advantage of their home equity and get that new home for the first time. But you first start with that mortgage, and Sheila Smith can help them out. And we had a great turnout. We had a great turnout. We started on time. We finished on time, and yeah, we're moving forward. And we will have other seminars in the near future. We'll keep you posted right here at Power 88. Frank is our media expert. Frank, tell the people a little bit about yourself. I think I caught him off guard.
Now I work with local businesses with their video marketing, setting up YouTube, and just doing video content to put on their website and social media. So anyone that needs those kind of services or at least want to experiment with them, give me a call 702-979-4877.
So if a person's having a wedding, you can film a wedding, right?
Yes.
Oh, if a person's doing a grand opening at their business, you can film it, right?
Yes.
Okay, if a person just want to do the electric slide and just go over there and just...
and put it on their Facebook.
Oh, okay, all right. If they're having a party and they want to do the electric slide and everybody's doing electric slide, I don't know how to do the electric slide. That's one thing, two things people don't teach you is how to play bid whiz and how to do the electric slide. I'm still... A black wedding? I was at a white wedding. They was doing an electric slide. I got in the middle, and they like, man, move. You got to get on. Yeah, they pushed me on the end because I don't know how to do the electric slide. But anyway, if anybody know how to do the electric slide, help me out with that. I have rhythm, but I just the turns, Anyway, this is your Insurance Connection. If you just tune in, we love to have fun here, right here at Power 88. Frank normally have questions for the people on Facebook. They'll post questions on Facebook. And what do we have today from our Facebook listeners?
All right. Our first question is a motorcycle insurance question.
Good.
This
okay.
person wants to know, can they save money if they cancel their policy while their bike is being stored for the season?
No, do not do that. That's a great question. Even if you have a vehicle and, your classic car, for an example, your motorcycle, these vehicles are registered, okay? These vehicles are registered. Now, if you're going to take off the insurance, and I tell people this, even before you sell a car or turn the registration into another person's name, turn in those plates first. So if you have a motorcycle and your registration is for 1 full year, you do not want to take off the insurance while you're not riding it. Or if you have a classic vehicle, this question is asked, on frequent basis, we do get this question asked. Do not take off your car insurance, your motorcycle insurance while you're not riding it, because your vehicle is still registered. You will owe the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle, a fine, and it's $250 per month. So you can jeopardize getting your driver's license suspended, You have to, it's just not good. And you have to pay a fine. And you have to get insurance. So no, that is not a good idea. That is an excellent question. And when you're riding your motorcycle, do not text. Okay, I've seen people do that. One hand on one and just riding a bike and texting. I don't know how you do that, but that was kind of unique. I was on my way to the radio station today. I saw this guy driving and texting. He was right up beside me, and I wanted to just stop. I roll my window down and say, "Stop doing that. That's not good." But no, you don't want to take off your insurance while your vehicle is registered. Now, if you're going to take off the insurance, or if you sell a vehicle, turn the plates in first, then take off the insurance. And regardless if you're selling your car, let's say your car is for sale, and you're going to sell it. You don't want to pay the insurance on it. Turn the plates in first, then take off the insurance. That's the procedure. What else you have for us, Frank? Good question.
All right. The second question involves renter's insurance, and I want to know what's the difference between actual cash value and replacement cost renter's insurance policy.
What? There's no cash value in renter's insurance. They're confusing that with a life insurance policy. No. There is no cash value in a renter's insurance policy.
No. I mean, I think they want to know, like the cash. How I interpreted it was they want to know if there is a policy that covers cash value or replacement.
So if they have a renter's insurance policy, somebody come in and take their money. Is that what? Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
That's a confusing question, Frank. Come on, Frank.
It made sense to me when I was reading.
So what? Okay, so there's no cash. Okay, so I can say this: the value in having a renter's insurance policy is your personal property is protected. If there is a liability, I had a call yesterday, and I was not their insurance agent. However, they heard me on 88.1, and the landlord had questions because it was a flood in the home. Now, the tenant had a flood in her house. She didn't have renter's insurance. She didn't have renter's insurance, and they wanted to know what to do. So he would have to file a claim against his own policy, and proceed from there and take care of the immediate damage right away. What he did, he called in a customer service. When you file a claim, a customer service person will take your information. However, the claim adjuster will give you a call back. That initial call, regardless if you're in a car accident, whatever the case may be, and you're calling in for the first time to file a claim, that is a customer service person you're going to speak to initially, and then the adjuster will call you back. Now, getting back to the value of a renter's insurance policy. Now, if there's flooding that the customer had in the house, and the lady can no longer live there because of mold or whatever damages, they do have what we call a loss of use in a renter's insurance policy. But you have to have a renter's insurance policy to get covered. Now, what does loss of use do? It'll allow you to move. The insurance company will pay you so much money to move, to relocate, while that property is being repaired. Now, if you're not going to move back, of course, you're going to stay where you are, but you do have money in a renter's insurance policy to relocate when there's damage to your unit. But you have to have renter's insurance. You have to have it. Now, there's no cash asset to it other than, relocating, paying for your moving expenses. For more information, my name is Donald Marquez. You're tuning in to Your Insurance Connection. My phone number is 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor. Call me at 702-236-2624. We can get you renter's insurance, motorcycle insurance, car insurance. Yes, and we do offer life insurance. 702-236-2624. And we also broadcast every second and fourth Friday right here at Power 88. We was on last Friday, and the Don Father made his appearance. We never know when the Don is going to show up. And if you missed the show, the Don will be back. He told me he will be back. We never know when he's going to show up. So you have to keep it locked right here at Power 88. We have another question, Frank?
Yeah, we got one more life insurance question. And this person wants to know why whole life policies are more expensive than term life policies.
Love that question. Usually a life insurance whole life policy is a issued policy without a physical. Now, it's a small policy up to $35,000 worth of coverage. And usually people purchase a whole life product because, they're getting older. Usually this affects people from 55 to 85. We can get, that's the target market that comes to me. Now, we can write a whole life policy from 0 to 85. Now, why would you buy a whole life policy? Because you may not qualify for the larger life insurance policies. A whole life policy is a lot easier to qualify for. Now, the term insurance policy, in most cases, I would say 80% of the time, there will be a physical. They will be a physical. Now, height, weight restrictions may apply to a term life insurance as well as a universal life insurance policy. So they may, although they check you out thoroughly, there'll be full labs. In other words, they may come in and test for body fluids. They take body fluids from you, height, weight, and they look at your medical history. When you get the larger life insurance, we're talking about $100,000 and up for a term policy or universal life. Now, your whole life product is a smaller policy for final expense. For covering burial, covering the cost of burial, today to bury a loved one is $15,000 or even more. Now, if you look at a cremation with a ceremony, we're looking at for anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 for a cremation ceremony. And if you think this is a lot of money, contact the funeral homes. Ask them what a burial costs today with the plot, the opening, the closing, the headstone. That right there is about $4,500 to $5,000 on average. Now, if you're a veteran, don't think the VA is going to bury you for free. They're not. Now, the only place they will bury you is in Boulder City. You don't have to pay for the plot. They'll pay for the opening and the closing. But the other expenses, the casket, everything else, would have to be paid through the funeral home. And that can average around about $10,000. And the funeral homes want all of their money up front. There's no layaway program. There's no payment program. You have to come up with the money all at once. Now, if you don't want to be tested, if you have, minor health concerns, we can insure you if you're diabetic. Height, weight restrictions is not a restriction. Sometimes these insurance companies, if you're overweight, they will not take you. They will not take you. But with a whole life policy, it's a lot easier to qualify. Height, weight is not restricted. Even if you have cancer, we can get you a life insurance policy. Alcohol or drug abuse. Now, we may have family members out there on the loose, and we need to get some insurance on them. Please call me at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. If you're married, I'm going to reach out to my married people. If you're married, you don't have any life insurance on you or your husband, and you get into that point where you can retire, and your job insurance will not carry you over in retirement. If it does, you're out of the group. The premium is going to be higher. Their benefits will be reduced over time. Do not take that chance. Get an individual life insurance policy. Even if you're not close to retirement, it is always good to have your own life insurance policy regardless of what your job does. So what you're saying, I'm depending on someone else to give me this benefit. Now, I know I'm responsible, but I'm depending on my job to carry me through just in case something happens. Then think about it. Your family has to go through it. They have to get a death certificate, go through HR. HR going to shuffle paperwork around for the next 2 or 3 months. And then they may come back and say, well, this is an exclusion. What that means is they weren't covered because of the way the person passed away. Or they wasn't working during the job hours. There's so many exclusions when it comes to life insurance and you have a job policy. You don't get a policy. You do not get a policy on your job. You just get a benefit, and you don't know if that benefit is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You just don't know. 702-647-3688 is the phone line. Good morning, caller. You're on Your Insurance Connection. Hello. Oh, we don't have the caller anymore? Okay, they hung up. Okay, my name is Don Marquez. You're tuning into Your Insurance Connection, 702-647-3688 with any questions you may have today. Give me a call. Now, again, the question was, what's the difference? Why does whole life cost more? It costs more because it's a lot easier to qualify. The insurance companies are taking the gamble, saying we're going to insure you without a physical. Just ask a few health questions. When there is no physical involved, you do pay a little bit more money for life insurance. However, you get the life insurance, and you're going to pay a lot less into it on the long run if you get it early. Now, you have to get it, the younger you are, the better the cost is going to be for you. But if you're just one of those kicking the can, you're in your 70s, you have no life insurance, what are you doing? Call me today at 702-236-2624 and don't have this attitude, I'm not going to worry about it. You should worry about it, because what you're doing, you're putting your family in debt, in a lot of debt. They may have to pay for your rent for a while, they may have to pay your mortgage for a while, they may have to pay your car payment for a while. You're putting your family in debt. They have to move your furniture out of your house. You're putting your family in debt. Don't ever think that you could die for free. That your worries are gone, but you leave your family with this enormous amount of debt. Their bills have to be paid, and if you're married, and if your spouse is on the credit cards, those credit cards have to continue to be paid. Don't do that. Call me today. Get a life insurance policy. Let's cover those additional expenses. And you could use a life insurance policy for that final expense. In other words, you could use that life insurance policy for a final expense for burial. 702-236-2624. Call me today, 702-236-2624. We're going to go right to the phone lines. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
All right. I got a question about car insurance. I was rear-ended on the 15 near downtown a couple months ago, and I had Allstate is the other insurance company for the person who hit me, and they're denying my claim, even though, I should say first that I didn't have comprehensive insurance. I had just liability, and so my insurance is saying that the accident was, the damage claim supports my end of my version of the accident, and the Allstate is the other person's insurance, and they're saying they're not going to deal with my claim because they're saying that there is no rear end damage when there clearly is. Most of it happened on the left side of the vehicle, but she was just. Woman was just driving really crazy and came up and rear-ended me, and now the only avenue I have right now is to take it to small claims court because my insurance, since it's not comprehensive or collision insurance, is not willing to do a mediation on this claim, and I'm not sure where to take this.
Well, okay, so it sounds like you have liability on your car insurance only. Now, you were at a stoplight and you were at a full stop when they hit you, or how did this accident occur?
Yeah, I was like the second lane over on the 15, so on the freeway.
Okay.
Traveling, not in the HOV, but the lane to the right of that.
Okay.
And then she was switching lanes, driving really fast, came up super hot behind me, and then smacked into me, and most of the damage to her vehicle is on the front right side, and most of the damage on my vehicle is on the left rear side, and so her car was super tore back where she came and hit me at force, and they're trying to claim that I was moving into her lane, and at this point I don't even know what they're calling her lane because she came from the right side and hit me on the left.
Okay, so she was. Did the police officer show up and give her a ticket or anything? Probably not.
And they did. Yeah, they cited her, and I have it on the police report.
Okay.
Where she hit me. And
okay. All right.
There.
Yeah. Let me jump in real quick. You gave me a lot of information. So you're moving and you were hit. While you're moving, you stop, exchange information. You really don't have any claim on your policy because you just told us you have liability only. So there's no collision or comprehensive damages there. However, you should go direct to Allstate. Talk to a supervisor if you need to. And listen, she was cited. They're probably trying to put you at 50-50 responsibility on this accident, but there is a percentage how people are evaluated when it comes to a car accident. They're probably putting you at 50%, her at 50%. That's why they're probably trying to wash their hands away from it. But if they're giving you a difficult time, I would also go to a body shop and get an estimate for the damages to your vehicle. So, and what was it estimated cost for repair?
They said starting at $3,000. The car's only worth about $2,500.
Okay, I was going to ask you that next. What was your car worth? So they could, I'll say that is on the hook. They do have to pay. And it's really difficult sometimes to fight with these insurance companies. You do have to go to the mat with them, especially when you have an older vehicle, because what they want to do is just total it out because they don't see the value to getting an older vehicle repaired. However, don't
be all right with that if they just total it out.
Well, but if they total it out, then it's called a salvage vehicle. Now, if you want, you could buy it back from the salvage, but they are going to total it out as a salvage vehicle. And now you have to register it as a salvage vehicle and also insure it as a salvage vehicle. And a lot of these insurance companies don't want to insure a vehicle that's registered as a salvage vehicle because they feel like it's unsafe on the road. However, don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. What you want to do is contact Did you get a claim number from Allstate?
Yes, I did.
No. Okay, get a claim number, talk to a supervisor, and if they still give you a difficult time to get your car repaired, I would get 3 estimates. 3 estimates from 3 different body shops. Show them the proof. You have to show them the evidence these days. Show them the proof. This is what it costs to repair your vehicle. Work with them. They'll work with you. Don't give up. There is no deductible on your part because you're going to her insurance company. Let me ask you, are you all right? Was there any physical damage to you?
No, and I'm not claiming any medical damage. I actually called a lawyer, and they said that the long and short of it was that they didn't, unless there was a physical injury, they're not going to take the case because that's how they get paid, not by by me getting my damages for the vehicle only.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, and it's so true, and that is so accurate. If you don't have any bodily injuries involved, the attorney don't even want to talk to you because they're really not concerned about getting your car repaired. I mean, you can do that on your own, and that's what they're telling you because they don't want to charge you fees for that. Getting your car repaired, and that if there's no bodily injury involved. They don't want to talk to you. They're only caring about the bodily injury, uninsured motorists, and medical claims. That's how they get their compensation through the insurance companies. You do have a legitimate claim, although your vehicle's a little older. I think that's why they're citing you, saying that you're 50% at fault, she's 50% at fault, and there's no claim to be paid out. Do not lay down and say, okay, you can. Talk to the adjuster. Again, I have 3 estimates saying this is the damage to my vehicle from your client. I want my car repaired. And if that adjuster still continues to give you a difficult time, you want to ask to speak to their supervisor. Now, if the supervisor doesn't do anything, you can also get the Department of Insurance involved right here. They're located right on Sahara, and to file a complaint. Department of Insurance. So you can file a claim. You can file a claim against Allstate Insurance Company. Say, my car was damaged. Here's my 3 estimates. You have to have the estimates, not a verbal estimate. You have to have paperwork, validating your claim. All right?
Right. What else I can say about that is that the supervisor won't call me back, and the woman, the adjuster that I spoke with, she is saying that the damage is 100% my fault. Even though the other driver was cited, the police report puts the other driver at fault. And,
that's not, again, stay with me, okay? Okay, they're trying to run you off. It shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't be. They call themselves the good hands people. They should protect, Well, again, this is why we have protocol. Get the 3 estimates. Contact the Division of Insurance if they're not cooperating with you. And if you call the adjuster, say, hey, you know what? I want to be on hold. I want to speak with your supervisor, and go from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, got it. All right. Appreciate your advice.
Okay. You take care. Thanks for listening.
Good day. Thank you. Now.
You too. 702-236-2624. My name is Don Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. Call me today. Let's get an insurance review. Now, this gentleman probably was not my customer, but we do help people that's not my customer. I had a gentleman call me yesterday for a flood in his unit, his rental property. Not my customer, but I would like to be your customer. I would like to have you as my customer. Let me say it like that. I would love to have you as my customer because your insurance agent should be giving you this advice. But I don't mind coming on the radio giving this advice. But I would love for you to be, one of my customers. That when something happens, I want my clients, even my clients listening right now, I want you to call me. Whatever happens, don't try to figure this out on your own. Now, the lady had an incident where she hit him. I truly believe because of the age of his car, they're giving him a difficult time because they would probably have to total the car out and pay the damages. But don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever say, okay, well, they don't want to pay me. I don't have a claim here. My car is old. Just move on. Just move forward. There's other options for you. You can call me. Always call me. You have an incident. You have an accident. Don't know what to do. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624 is my phone number. This is Don Marquez. This is Your Insurance Connection. My location is on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor across the street from the Palace Station Hotel and Brian's favorite place, Chick-fil-A. So you cannot miss it. 702, look at him, he's waving, he's happy. 702-236-2624. I want to thank the listeners for coming in again and purchasing home, auto, life insurance. Keep it locked right here, Power 88. We will not be broadcasting this Friday. However, we'll be back next Tuesday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Keep it locked here at Power 88. And I hope this week will be a better week for the football bettors because there was a lot of upsets this week, including myself. I got totally disappointed. A lot of surprises this week. Keep it locked right here on Power 88. The Power 88 family loves your support. When the fundraisers come up, please give to the radio station, because you have programs like this and other programs on the radio station that's very, very valuable to the community. I want to thank you for listening. We're going to do this again from Tuesday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Keep it locked right here, Power 88. Until then, everyone just keep it crispy.